This is Ro Amazing. I'm back with you with another video, and this is about the housing market crash, the surprise that's getting ready to happen. I know analysts been saying they predicting a 20% correction. A 20% correction. Now, with all the data, all the news that's coming out, my prediction with the consumers that's really struggling, Target cannot make their numbers. We have Thanksgiving, we have Christmas, and I know that people with this high inflation, they're not going to be spending like they did last holidays. So what does that mean? That means there's going to be more layoffs down the pipeline. Consumers' pockets are being robbed right now. You know, there was a thing on CNBC or MSNBC where they was talking about the higher cost of food and everything you're paying more for is because businesses are getting greedy. I don't believe it. I think the cost is going up because gas prices are not the same where they used to be. The cost of living, all the free money that they had given out, and then the pandemic, it cost a lot of businesses money and they're trying to catch up. I don't think they're doing this on purpose. It's just inflation, and then it costs more to hire the average worker because they want more money, and there was a worker shortage. So now companies have to spend more money to get workers. Now, if they give them a raise, where do you think, or who you think is going to suffer? They're going to have to raise the prices to pay these workers to get you your item, your consumer products. So how does this tie in with the housing market? Well, the way this ties in with the housing market is if customers are being restricted in their pockets, they're not going to be so easily to go out there and spend frivolously on a home, because a home upkeep and maintenance is way more expensive than renting. You know, now, say you buy an older home, and I advise my clients to buy new homes. Say you buy an older home. Well, if something major breaks down, you're going to have to foot the bill for that cost. And it's going to be very, very expensive. Home builders are giving out cruises. Home builders are literally trying to give away gifts in the homes just to move homes right now, because people cannot afford to buy a new home. Most new homes out here in Raleigh, North Carolina, are starting out in the 400,000s. How many people with the buyer pool that the way it is now can afford a $400,000 home, new home? And the new home is the way to go, because you have sellers out there who are trying to get rid of their homes. They're not making any updates, and they know things in their home are broken down, and they're trying to offload that home so they can be and done away with that big bill. You know what's coming down the pipeline. It's not a 20% correction. It's about a 50% correction. Look for home prices to get slashed and slashed, because a $400,000 monthly payment, everybody cannot afford that. Not unless you want to move into a manufactured home that was owned by somebody else. That's where we're heading for someone that can't pay the $400,000. So right now in Raleigh, we're not seeing a weak market. We're seeing not even a strong market or a over hot heated market like we weren't before, when homes were on the market for 2 to 3 days or less than an hour and they were gone. We're about to see homes sit on the market for 120 days. You're about to see rising foreclosures, rising auctions. It's about to get real hectic out here. People are really, really suffering. You know, like I said in my videos before, billionaires are buying millionaire homes. They're moving into the millionaire areas. Now, where do you think the millionaires are going to move to, because they can't afford to live the millionaire lifestyle with the way the inflation is right now. So what they're going to have to do is they're moving to the middle class. Now the middle class is moving into the poor areas, the poverty areas, because the roles are switching right now. Now, you're saying who's going to become the billionaire class? I don't know. That's the good thing about life. Everything remains a mystery. We'll see it when we see it. But in this housing market, it's going to be a 50% correction. Believe me, if the numbers for the retailers come out lower than expected, and it is true, what I'm saying and what I'm predicting, that consumers are going to be strapped for cash and they're not going to spend the money like they did last holiday, the housing market is going to be obliterated. Now you have millionaires shopping at Walmart because things are going up drastically. Now, if you haven't sold your home, now would be a very good time to sell your home, because new homes and existing homes, especially if you got an existing home or you bought a new home 2 years ago, it is time to sell your home and get on with it. I have a friend. Who the property taxes on his home are going up so much, and is making the monthly payments higher, even with him working 2 jobs. He's not able to survive. He called me and like, I got to get a third job. No, wrong strategy. What you need to do, and what I told him, what he needs to do is that he needs to sell his home. He should have sold it a year ago when the market was booming. It was overheated. He would have got his equity out, the phantom equity, the phantom income out, would have been $100,000 or close to $200,000. Took that out of the home, because people fall in love with their homes. They're not thinking of their homes as an investment. Took it out of the home and moved somewhere where it could have been cheaper and invested the rest of the money for profit to gain interest on it. That's how you do it smart. If you hold on to that home because you love that home, or you strapped for cash and you don't think you can make another move, you're going to severely suffer. Now, if you need to reach out to me for some consultation on what your next move should be because the struggle is getting too hard, my information is in the description below. Make sure you reach out to me. I'm here to make your life better.